guys, Sigita here, and I have a journal. I have finished journal. I love how this came out. Actually quite nice and chunky, as you can see. I didn't think that I'm going to decorate it so fully, but as always I have a few blank pages. Right, journal I can see you. That I named because when you lift it up, I can see you. So this is stamp. We all this cover, how I made spine, back I think I just explained, and how I sewed it in as well, because there is now, outside stitching through. All that is as tutorials on my Patreon. Yeah, sorry, not as much with journal pages itself, but this time was more about cover. So that's on my Patreon. Yeah, this is as well on my Patreon, so I decided to go quite nice and quite calm and simple, I would say, compared to these grungy covers. Size is interesting. Size, it is 5.5 by 9, but that's with all these flaps, but some pages actually are even taller, so it's kind of tallish journal with 2 and I think 1/4, right? No, let's say 2 a little bit spine, so 2 signatures. Okay, so then let's go inside pocket and tag. These tags I was making on YouTube, guys. This tag tutorial is on YouTube under layered tags, so you can check them. Quite a lot of scribbling and different papers, just little bit of stenciling. This is a stamp as well. This is like my scribbled papers. As well, pages are like what's the word? Scrap pages. I'm calling them scrap pages. Some scraps glued together. This one as well, like scrap page, a little bit of lace here, and a little bit of 2 small tags as well. And look what's happening here. I like this flip, and I love this page. So these flips, I used for these flips, I used a little bit few more my own digitals. Roses and faces. Oh yes, and I have to apologize for those who already purchased roses and faces. Apparently I added wrong file, and there was now actually printables inside. So all those who purchased it and who missing these extra 5 printables, I send it to you email. I emailed you a file with 5 rose printables. So please check your emails. That's email what is on your Etsy. I sent to these emails, okay? So you should receive 5 roses, because yeah, I don't know how that happened attached. So thank you, Deborah, for letting you know that happened. Because yeah, you should receive 11 printables. 11. Etsy shows 10 pictures, but it is 11 printables, simply because Etsy didn't allow to put more than 10. And I didn't want to squeeze one somewhere, so I just left it as it is for you to see what kind of pictures you would get, but you should receive 11 in total. So yeah, I resent them. Anyway, pocket here, and as well layered tag. Love, love, love. And as well, I scaled down my printables. So you can really, as I said, you cannot, you don't have to use them just as journal pages. Look, you just tear it out and use as a flip. You can scale them down and cut it out and use on a tags or journaling cards. Or, you know, and I have some kind of blank page. I just sprinkled on ink. I love these grungy pages. It's a real grunge page. And of course, green scribble goes through the book. Rose are embellished on a scrap pages. And this is really. This is coffee. This is quite a soft packaging. This paper is as well packaging with bubbles inside, you know, and a coffee stain. Really nice. Stamps are from AliExpress, that's China, and there is no brand and no name because they don't do that, because they are not original ones. Okay, kind of blank pages as well from packaging. Sprinkles, and this is so gorgeous paper. This is rusted one. Love this as well. I think this page I did on Patreon. I'm not sure. If I'm just in a case I'm saying Pinterest, please please forgive me, because I don't know why I'm mixing Pinterest with Patreon. But I mean Patreon, okay? Just in a case. I love this one as well, little bits and pieces. I love that pocket. And look here as well, this printable is from my collection, that last one, birds and faces. And look, I scaled it down, how great it look on just pocket. Fabric pocket. Fabric is rusted and stained. Inside I put a little small, completely blank little journal for journaling. And this paper is as well from my digital roses and faces. Okay, this is original, different birds. I liked actually these better. I don't know why always my first drawing is better than afterwards. Should be opposite, right? But mine is kind of opposite. So scrap page, little bit of ink. I love this. This is with acrylics. With acrylics on my ghost printables. Then second signature. I think this page as well is on Patreon. And when you open, look again, right? I scaled it down, I teared it out, and I used it as embellishment. Kind of blank page, little rose on a book page, and you open and look again. I just teared it out and I used as a flip. Inside is a belly band, and these two pictures I just folded in a half like a large journaling cards. And I love it how they work like that. These two half faces. Little bit of green scribbling. Okay. Like that. This is a nail varnish. This is stamp. Little corner pocket. One like small journaling card, and these double tickets. This is as well how do you call it, die cut from AliExpress as well. All right, just embellished kind of page. I'm using my print Russian magazine page. This was a fashion magazine page, but this is about movies something, and I liked this lady, so I Lida Cavalleri 1911 kind of, but that of course magazine page. Anyway, embellished page on a packaging as well. I'm using my printables in just different tear outs. This has just went over with acrylics over a ghost print. What ghost print means? I had a question about ghost prints. Ghost print means that that's in my version. I'm talking just my version, right? Means I'm taking paper, any print, I print on a white paper. And yes, that works just with inkjet printer, because afterwards I coffee dye. So I dip in a coffee, in a quite, strong coffee, I would say. I don't use light coffee at all. There is no point. You can't see it's coffee stained. So I putting in a quite dark coffee, right? And I let it dry. So it needs to be inkjet printed, just because inks then start to run. So inks start to run, and with coffee it goes like blur, and you can't really see image, but at the same time you can see something. It's like very blurry, and I'm calling that ghost printable. So that's how you make it. I think I have been telling about that, but I cannot remember in which video. So you print on white, and then you coffee stain, and then you get this nice print. It really works nicely because it does look like a vintage, old vintage paper, with not really, soft, not soft, and with not really like nice and crisp image. That the image is like, blurred out. That was my kind of point. That's what I'm calling ghost print. So, and that's as is under there, and where I went over just with acrylic paint, little bit of a embellishing, a large envelope here, and look again, I used little tab, I used my that face, and I just put little pad in as well, completely clean. So you can write actually on this and stuck it in, and afterwards you can change for another one like that. This is a watercolor paper, like bookkeeping paper from my country. I just stained it, and again this is a rose from my printables. The printables are available on my Etsy, so you can get it anytime. And again, I embellished. How I saw this rose is on my Patreon as well. Another part of Russian magazine, some scribbles. I think this as well I did on a Patreon. A lot of scribbles. I don't know what's wrong with me. I look again. Just flip, not evenly. I just teared it out, and look how nice that works. Really, I love this. I really love this. Okay, and that's no, scrap page with a little bit of gesso. This is coffee stenciled on gift paper, the white, almost transparent. A little bit here. I love these little scribbles. I actually put my shop stamp down. I did remember. And this one here I made as a tag, kind of. I didn't know, I wanted as a page, but then I thought, no, I don't want to cut all these nice sides off. So I actually attached little tab and made as a tag. Is on handmade paper. So I really like how this turned out. So I left it as a tag, so it stays in a pocket here. And we are having our back. Back is really nice and grungy, really textured, and front as well is really textured. Yes, you can see some nails. They are real from my old greenhouse door. And my son wanted to chuck them out. I was like, oh my god, no, I need them. Look, straight away I put in a journal. I really like how all this works together. And with that eye too. So my lovelies, if you have any questions, please ask. Most, as I said, tutorials are on my Patreon. All links will be down below. But this journal, okay guys, very, very important. Please don't run over to Etsy, because this journal is not going to on Etsy. I am going to sell it on... now I'm thinking what I'm saying, because this journal have been reserved, right? And if that lady is purchasing it, it won't be for sale, of course. Yeah, so you will see straight away when you are watching this video, you will be able to see if in a bracket is sold, it means it's sold. If there is no sold, then it is going to be on Instagram, and I will put link down below. So if it is on Instagram, and all you have to do is to write in a comment sold, right? First who wrote sold is going to be yours. But I'm thinking now how to do it right. How to do it right, because I don't know what's gonna be. I don't want you to just run over and write sold if it's not, if it's sold already. Now you will be able to see, if it's sold, I will put on Instagram sold as well. So before you want to purchase, please check, is it sold or not? But it's not on a Etsy, okay? I cannot do this Etsy, it's just crazy. You are paying all money and tax, sales tax, and I always go wrong with price, because it's always less than I put on, and I don't know how they work all this money out. I have no idea of these all exchanges and all these things, so I cannot be really bothered with that. But anyway, yes, so bottom line is then I don't know it's going to be sold or no. But anyway, guys, you have to check, or you contact me and ask. That's about it, right? Yes. And if you see on a YouTube, if you've seen a bracket sold, that means journal is sold. All right, let's do that. Right, my lovelies, thank you so much. If you have any questions, please ask. I would be really happy to see you over my Patreon. And I have to really thank you to all who are on Patreon, because they cannot even imagine how I appreciate that, and that is really nice of you to support me. But also I like your comments and your lovely feedback. So my lovelies, enjoy your weekend. It's after yesterday's snowing, it's quite nice and sunny today. That was crazy, just snowing. But yes, let's see how it goes. I think I have to catch up with some of my shop orders. Right, my lovelies, it was really nice to talk to you, and see you very soon. Bye.